What's up, guys? I told you if you guys subscribe, you already know you guys are going to keep getting more videos. I tried to contact the next guy about some videos, but anyways, long story short, a lot of these guys online aren't going to tell you guys the truth. And they're going to lie to you and maybe teach you guys wrong things, and I don't want that to happen. Hold on, I'm just getting up for a second. I just want to start off this video by saying I'm actually a real engineer. So, real engineer, see that? Audio engineer. I keep it on the wall. I'm going to frame it just now. Graduated, college for this stuff. And I just want to start that off by saying that. So, when you want to go sign and, subscribe to other people, don't subscribe to other people. Subscribe to me. Because I'm just going to show you guys how it is in the real way. I'll show you guys some of my credits. I've worked with a couple Capo from GB. I did a track for him. Mixed a Fred the Godson track. Mixed a couple 6 Guys tracks for 4 and 6. You know what it is. I'm from Toronto. And I'm just going to show you guys like the real way to do things, So I'm just going to show you guys a beat. Today, I'm showing you guys a beat that I made. I created. I'm not really good with this tutorial shit. This is new shit for me. But anyways, my bad about smoking a bogey. I just smoked blood. And anyways, okay, so what you're looking at now is my Pro Tools grade. I created this beat in FL Studio. If you guys want me to show you guys how I made this beat, I'll make a video. But I want somebody to ask me first, so that I don't feel like I'm just doing it, those ones sometimes. But I'm going to show you what I did to this beat and when I exported it, how it was. So this is exactly how it sounded coming from FL into Pro Tools. Okay. This is the raw beat with no plugins on. Really loud. I kill my beats and I actually exported it at too high of a level. You notice clipping here, clipping, you know what I'm saying? So what I did is take a trim plugin. This is called the trim plugin. Let me just unbypass that for you bad boys right now. Trim plugin, and I just trimmed it down to like where it was like around sitting like almost 18 dB FS. When you trim all your beats down like this, it's going to allow you to have more headroom and volume. For example, watch this snare, this snap before and after. This was after I did it, this was before. It's loud and good, yes, but imagine every single volume here, like every single one, add up to a total sum, which is called your master fader. I have everything going out to bus 1 and 2. Except for things that I don't need to go about bus 1 and 2. And bus 1 and 2 is my overall sum of every single channel. So this last bus is the overall sum of all these channels. Okay. Out my smoke. So basically, this beat had crazy 808s. Like if you heard it, crazy 808s. Sound type. It's hot. It's like some future shit. You know what I'm saying? I created it. Whoever wants to buy it, holla at me. Have it up on my SoundCloud. Check that out. But let's get down to it. I'm going to show you what the beat sounded like again. Before the trim plugin and after just the trim plugin. Yeah, it lost a lot, but don't worry, we're gonna make it up in the mix. So all these things, everything, hi-hats, nice hi-hats, whatever I labeled it, as you can see, all these, I trimmed. Every single stem, I trimmed. When you guys get a beat, when you guys get off YouTube, it's usually this, what I just clicked, but like a huge ass MP3 distorted compressed waveform. That's not good. You usually want to get stems from your beat maker so you can create and mix. If somebody wants the hi-hat louder, like the singer, you turn up the hi-hat, you know what I'm saying? So you make the artist happy instead of, you know, just having the beat and, yo, can you make that snare higher? It's like, yo, I can barely, if I EQ a little bit of that frequency. It's just, you know, you get to take out the mud, and plus, you know, you get to smash it later, bro, when it comes to mastering. So I'm going to play you my whole track with just the trims. Everything turned down, but I'm just going to turn up the... But it's grooving, it sounds crazy. So, what I did was I bussed everything to a bus 1 and 2. So for my drums, I went into a drum bus. This is just a reverb. This is just an H delay. This is my master fader at the moment, but it isn't really my master fader, it's my submix of all the tracks. Even this drum bus goes to the submix. And yo, I'll just show you guys what it sounded like, how I turned it up. I'm going to just show you guys. Okay, this is it with all my plugins on. I'll show you guys how I got to it. Show you guys how I got to it, man. No, just joking. That's not in it. If you guys hear me like jugging on the chair, that's because I was like bouncing and jumping. So you might hear a little bit of this, but that's me getting amped, you know, like to the beat and shit. That's jokes. But yeah. Anyways, so the snap, I felt like, you know, just compress this. At first, I did an overall balance. I balanced all these, get a good level. First, focused on balance and pans. That's what you always do. I've said that in other videos. You guys should already know. Got the whole stems, you know, the whole hi-hats, everything sitting right, you know what I'm saying? I go into my compressors and do a little bit of compressors to decrease dynamic range and shrink some loud parts and make them, you know what I'm saying, just as the low level comes up, you know. Basically, a compressor decreases dynamic range, or you can enhance that shit. It's up to you. Sorry, my phone was vibrating, it's tripping me off for a little bit. But every compressor has a different tone. I went for the 1176. I rolled back the attack a little bit and turned up the release. I wanted the release to bang. And I wanted the attack to be like, you know, just consistent. Turn up the input, output. Let's hear this. Oh shit. Sorry guys. It's coming. Woo! So that's before the compressor. Got me back some of that power. Woo! Turn it up later. Just a little bit of that 4K, give it that edge, you know, with a little bit of EQ. Maybe I could have rolled off some bottom off this, but whatever. It sounded good in the mix, so I allowed it. And then I got my hi-hat, of course. Hi-hats, I usually give some high stuff too. I can already tell you. Oh, look. Just taking out a little bit where that snap was and putting a little bit where that, you know, where I could boost the hi-hat and wasn't bugging the snap. Woo! That sounds hot. Man, it gets me out. Then I got the other hi-hat, just giving it a little bit of something in there. You know? A little bit of something in there, man. A little bit of something in there. A little bit of that. That's that click right there in the back. So that. Oh, that's nice, you know. Just going with it. Alright, okay. I got the little blimp in here. Just trimmed it. That's all I needed to do for that. This is where my basses are. I'm gonna play my basses with the rest of the stuff. Hi-hats, 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 and my snap. Okay, what I felt like needed is, okay, this is energy. Okay, this one's energy. This is like a wolfy kind of bass sound. That's what I called it. And this is just my bass. But I know every time I hit my bass, I hit my kick. So I want my kick to be punchy. So I chose power to be punchy. And this is like kick, lean back. Like it's in the back. You know what I'm saying? So I'll show you what I did to the basses right now. I'll just unbypass that and play it from the start. First thing was EQ on this bass, so I'm going to solo that bass for you. A little bit of EQ. I took out like a lot of that stuff because honestly it was just there for support. I compressed it a little bit with that LA2. I like how LA2 sound on bass, like bass guitars. It's weird. So I did it with this. And compressor, again, how you use the compressor, you know. Gain reduction, how much gain reduction you are doing, how much gain you are applying, whether to max the level or do a little bit push. Usually try to keep it consistent going out, like to plug in to plug in, keep your gain consistent, your gain structure consistent. The next is the bass energy that I added. Sounds hot. This is just this is like power in there. Again, I got the R bass on there, pushing 71. That certain frequency, that 71 hertz, a little bit, getting it more intense, and then I'm taking a little bit gain away so it's not too intense, so I'm compensating there. And I got the little kick power that's punchy, a little kick with the DBX compressor, going into a little bit where I was rolling off, adding a little bit of bottom, adding a little bit of bottom. You know, it's punchy. I gave it a little bit of 2K, 1.8K, and around that region. And I rolled off some top end. It looks like I should have rolled off some top end. I'll roll off just a little bit of top end. Honestly, I thought I should have did that. This might have been another save as good session. This is like a little bit of like, you know, a little pop kick, you know what I'm saying? Then I got like those fast hi-hats over here, you know, just trying to get the track ampy. I just trim those. They're just like feeling in the back of the track, kind of switching it up. But I didn't want to just switch too hard because it was already going so ham. You guys gotta, I guess it's like a mentality thing. You guys would have to like understand me, for example. Okay, I rolled off some of the top end on these, off the snare, I think. Yeah, the snare pop. Woo! Snare pop, and I put it parallel compression into a parallel compression chain where I parallel compressed it. I did a slow tack, fast release on it. I also think, yeah, I just did a small ratio on it. And then I used this EQ, gave it some top end to make it brighter around the 5K, took away some of the 3K so the 4K could stick out kind of like the 5K was, but it wasn't edgy as much. Then around 2K, I tried to pull out the fundamental, and I tried to pull it out around 240, but I think the fundamental was at 200. But 240 sounded nice to me, so I added it, and I don't like adding a lot of 200 to anything. Meanwhile, on its actual track, just rolled off a little bit of the top end and added a compressor, fast attack, slow release. I guess this compressor I didn't do parallel too much. I did a slow attack actually during parallel, which is kind of weird. Usually it's fast attack, but I guess I was just making up transients that I probably lost because I did such a fast attack earlier, and it's whatever sounds good works, guys. So just teaching you guys some things. I'm gonna go over what a compressor does, EQ does, everything. Subscribe, boys. I'm going over everything. Reverbs. I'm gonna show you guys some famous people's tracks if they let me. But you know what I'm saying? I got the synth here too. Synth I wanted to clean up in different ways. You guys could check. If you guys pause your screens, you guys will catch what's going on there. I got some H delay going on. A little bit of H delay. I got the H verb going on. A little bit of H verb, some reverb. I got the API going on the drum bus. I'm gonna mute the synth so you guys can hear the drum bus, and then I'll bypass the drum bus and turn on the drum bus. Okay. Just adding that power again. Just adding that power on the submix. You know, that's that parallel compression. Sorry, I was talking about the drum bus, but I clicked on the parallel compression because, I don't know, the parallel compression just, it sounds so good. And the drum bus, I can't even show you guys, like, the change when muting it, so you guys should already knew. Okay. This just made the bass solid, just made the kick pop out, the snare pop. All I did was touch it a little bit. Not too much, the bass is probably doing the worst of it, but you know what I'm saying? Or maybe the snare was doing the worst of it, because I didn't think my kick was going crazy in this track. But again, that's how I did it, buds. And I'm going to do a lot more. I'm stoned and signing out. Mixmaster Monkz. I'm going to show you guys what it sounds like too. Again, then it all goes down to the submix where you hear that little bit of noise. I have it on 16-bit, Ultra, I bounced it. This is what you do when you bounce it. Ultra to shape the sound, and then you dither. Dither's going to add a little bit of noise and coloration. It helps for MP3s, especially 16-bit. MP3s are shit. Don't bounce it. Always use wave. Send files to me. I want waveforms. And threshold was just halfway pulling up the track. I'm doing some hard limiting. Honestly, loudness worse. Sorry guys, I'm involved. 0.2 output ceiling. Nothing can come above that, even though it says clipping. Be honest with you, I had a compressor right here, Shadow Hills, but I gotta get it working again. And UAD is the best. If you're not rocking with UAD and you see somebody rocking with UAD, they need to get on UAD. They slacking. They lying to you. And over and out. Not over and out. Mixmaster Monkz and out. Subscribe to real channels, people. Thank you. Subliminals. I'm in Toronto, man. You know how we do. We get at people. You know what I'm saying? On some Jersey shit. Not joking. East. Don't know. Sending out. It's Mixmaster Monkz. Holler at me. I'm gonna put my links below in the description. Say, I'm gonna come and actually talk about compression and everything, and have talks on this, and probably go live at certain times and show you guys what I'm working on. Maybe what my crew's working on. We're from Toronto. 4 and 6. You know, 6. You know what it is. And I'm just a mixer from the 6, man. You know what it is. Add me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Facebook. You know what it is. Subscribe. 100 followers at least after this one. Here's the track, boys. No, I'm joking. Okay, ready? Let's get this smashed and show them what it's about. I smashed that limiter on there, and this was the beat. Oh, whoever wants to buy it, holla at me. And yo, the guy that said, yo, can you show me how to mix lead vocals? I got you. I'm coming with that. I'm just trying to find a good track, couple good tracks, you know. I gotta talk to people, man. They don't like their stuff, you know, getting out there. Even though they're not talented, a lot of them are. Some are, a lot are. Anyways, you know what I'm saying? Signing out. Easy, people. Subscribe for more. I better see some likes on this.